You can spend years chasing the bicep pump, but if your forearms still look like uncooked spaghetti, nobody is impressed. Your upper arm is growing, but the lower half is stuck on pause. Before we start, keep in mind this is general fitness education, not medical advice. If you have a pre-existing injury, consult a professional before attempting these movements. This imbalance usually happens because of a specific training error, hyper-focusing on curls while completely neglecting direct grip and wrist work. You can fix this at home with a 2-move protocol. No gym, no cables, and no expensive equipment required. Focusing on these 2 movements targets the muscles that actually make your arms look thick and prevents your grip from becoming the weakest point in your training. The first move is the towel hang. You just need a standard pull-up bar or a sturdy door frame that can support your weight. Your grip connects your strength to the weight. If your back pulls heavy but your hands fail, progress stops. Loop 2 towels over the bar, grip tight, and hang until your hands surrender and muscles give way. If you can't support your full body weight yet, use a towel hold. Loop the towels around a stationary anchor and lean back, pulling against it to create that same intense tension in your forearms. We use a thick towel because the wider grip forces your hand to stay open. This recruits deeper muscles in the hand and forearm that a standard thin metal bar simply misses. Progress here is simple to track. Record your exact hang time in seconds and aim to beat that number by a small margin in your next session. Building this level of grip endurance ensures that when you hit heavy deadlifts or pull-ups, your back muscles get the work they need because your hands aren't quitting early. The second move focuses on the wrist curls and reverse wrist curls. You can use light dumbbells or just grab 2 water jugs. Most people mess this up by moving too fast. If you bounce the weight or use momentum, you aren't actually challenging the muscle. To isolate the flexors, face your palms up. Use a slow, controlled tempo to curl the weight inward, focusing entirely on the contraction. Then flip your hands over. Palms down isolates the extensors on the top of the forearm. You need both to ensure your development looks symmetrical from every angle. Move through the full range, feel a deep stretch at the bottom of the rep, and hold a hard squeeze at the top for a full second. Training both sides of the wrist is essential for joint health. When the tension is balanced, the tendons crossing your elbow are more stable under heavy loads. This specific balance reduces the risk of chronic strain. It keeps the elbow joint stable so you can continue lifting heavier weights without being sidelined by pain. Once your body weight and light household items feel easy, you have to increase the challenge to keep growing. The ultimate progression is the farmer carry. Grab the heaviest loads you can manage, lock your core, and walk. This forces your entire forearm and grip to fight against massive, shifting tension. Aim to train your forearms directly 2 to 3 times per week. Forearm muscles recover quickly, but your tendons and connective tissues need time to adjust to the new stress. Give them at least 1 full day of rest between sessions. Learn to tell the difference between acceptable muscle fatigue and unacceptable sharp pain. If a joint feels hot or stinging, stop immediately. Structural growth is a result of consistent stimulus followed by recovery. Treat your training like a schedule, not a random act of punishment. Lagging forearms aren't a permanent problem. They're just a sign that you've neglected the mechanics of the grip and wrist. The fix is this 2-move foundation: towel hangs for structural endurance and controlled wrist curls for muscular balance. Consistency requires data. Track your hang times and your reps to ensure you are actually applying progressive overload every week. Choose 1 exercise from this routine and commit to it for the next 7 days. Building a complete physique relies on applying a repeatable system. When you stop guessing and start tracking your progress, your arms will finally start to reflect the work you're putting in.